Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back. We're back after a week of what's been really, really good week of tennis. I can't lie. It's been a very, very good week of tennis. But hope everyone's well. When you're tuning in, like the video, sub to the channel. So close to 300 subs, guys. The goal is to get there before mid-June, so let's get there soon. Lads, Agustin and Cam, hope you guys are well. It's been a good week.
Mid-June, that's very specific. Very specific.
He's timing that in with the end of Roland Garros, Cam. That's called a visionary. That's a revolutionary up there. He's making some
Fair enough.
specific. The best are specific when it comes to success. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm happy to be on stream with both of you. It is 5 a.m. over here. Ekvin, you must also be a bit fatigued. You've just done a back-to-back, right? You were on Sarcasm City.
No, I took a siesta, so I'm good.
Oh, you took a siesta. See, hopefully NOVAK can have that, right? Too much time on court, he's gonna suffer. Cam, how you doing? You say you're a tennis expert. I don't think you're a tennis expert. You're a waffle.
Oh,
Eat waffle, bro.
no, I am a tennis expert, actually.
Yeah. Nobody except you think that, bro.
But anyways,
I am the tennis expert.
Ooh, good comeback. You know what, Cam? We love you. All jokes aside, we love you, bro.
It's 11 p.m. here. I'm fresh as a daisy.
Just a daisy? You're not fresh as yourself? Damn, you're taking somebody else's name and identity, Cam? That's crazy, bro. Someone's sue this man for...
I was gonna say I'm coming live from Roland Garros, but I'm unfortunately not. I'm in the UK, not France.
Have you ever been to the Roland Garros before?
I have not.
But you've been to Wimbledon, yeah?
I have been to Wimbledon. When did Andy Murray win his second Wimbledon? Whenever that was, 2016.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, you can vlog if you go Wimbledon in the summer. If you do go, you can vlog it for the channel, and I'll give full credit to you.
Have you ever been to any of the slams?
I've never been to a tennis match in my life.
Ekvin has been there spiritually. He's seen his guy win like 15 Grand Slams, bro.
Bro, I've seen it all with Djokovic, man.
I've seen the Williams sisters play with each other, doubles.
I've been watching Djokovic since I was a young teen. Like literally, summer 2013. Yeah, since I was a young teen, I've been watching him. So
Ekvin supported Djokovic before he was mainstream. Like when he was the most hated guy in sports.
Before Djokovic even had 10 Grand Slams, more than 10. I've seen it all, man. So he's been my source of happiness in sports. So big up to Djokovic every single time, and I hope he has 3 more games left in him to go and win this whole thing. But we'll talk about that. But people, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Like the video, sub to the channel. So close to 300. But let's get started, anyways. Big up Here to Learn. Big up to you, King. Hope you're well. Big up Here to Learn. Trying to get back to tennis.
Legend in the chat, King.
Yeah, big up King. Big up King. Flawless is live, by the way, on this channel. I assume you're gonna go on the call-in show as well, because King, you know that's where I met King actually. It was on Flawless show. So if you haven't checked it out already, Sarcasm City TV people, go check his channel out.
The lore, that one moment. Imagine you didn't meet King there. Like the crazy lore we have with King is nuts.
No, he just messaged me in the chat. That's it. He messaged me in the chat. But big up to King.
Crazy.
Hope you're well. But guys, eventful week of tennis as always in every single slam, every single competition. Djokovic through to the quarterfinals.
No, wait. Let me call you out. You said Leylah Fernandez would do well. She went out first round.
I mentioned names, like noticeable names. I never said she would do well.
Ooh.
I
told you she was out of form and she wouldn't do well. That's why I'm a tennis expert.
Bro, the thing is, right, like I mentioned names, yeah, and then Leylah Fernandez was one of them because she was a recognizable name. You've seen her name in the tennis before. Like,
Grand Slam runner-up.
Yeah. You've seen what she's done before, so of course I had to bring the names up. Recognizable names, honorable mentions. You know what I'm trying to say? Got to give honorable mentions.
Fair enough, but I told you she was well out of form and she wasn't gonna go far. So yeah.
Cam, take your small reward. Take your crumbs, bro. Well, Ekvin and I will share the feast. You take the crumbs, bro. Rare W for Cameron Vaziri.
No, but yeah. Anyways, let's answer this question. Who should I look for as top tennis talent at the moment? Who is this era's big four. Obviously Carlos Alcaraz. Obviously
Sinner,
Yannick Sinner.
Draper.
No. Can I just cut in real quick? King, it's just two people. There's no big four this generation. It's just Alcaraz and Sinner. Alcaraz is like 23 years of age, and he has 4 Grand Slams. Sinner is like the most dominant man in hardcourt history at his peak at the moment. So those are the two that you look out for. Everybody else is in a league below both of those. So Yannick Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz. Yannick Sinner on the hardcourt slams, Carlos Alcaraz on clay and grass. Cam, do you object or concur?
I would put more names in there. I'll probably put another 4 or 5 names in there, but okay.
Who would you put on the same level as Alcaraz and Sinner, Cam?
Well, not the same level. Not the same level, just the level below.
Yeah, okay. But on the biggest and the best and the baddest level, it's just Alcaraz and Sinner.
Oh, I was thinking about this earlier, by the way. You know, Yannick Sinner, I was just thinking, if he wins Roland Garros next weekend, he would only be a Wimbledon away from completing the career Grand Slam already.
That's nuts.
I think I got this frozen. Oh, no, he's back. The camera's frozen there. Sorry about that. That's why I mentioned.
That would be absolutely insane. Then if he wins Wimbledon and the US Open, he would complete the calendar slam as well.
Ooh.
But look at Carlos Alcaraz.
Sinner.
Carlos Alcaraz is the youngest ever world number 1, Cam.
My thoughts
the only teenager to ever be world number 1, which is crazy. Extraterrestrial.
Obviously, like, you know, that there's it's gonna be a crazy quarterfinals. Hopefully, obviously we have Djokovic, Zverev. We've got Bublik versus Sinner. Am I correct? Sinner versus Bublik. What was it? Alcaraz against
Tommy Paul and TFO against Musetti.
Yeah. So there's a lot of noticeable. There's a lot of noticeable matchups, right? There's a lot of noticeable matchups. Who are you? Which game are you looking at the most and be like, fine, let's. This is a one to watch. Which game do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. Zverev against Djokovic. Simple.
Yeah, has to be. I mean,
because
obviously,
the only reason I picked that out, the last time they faced each other was in Australia, where Djokovic had to retire after a set because of his knee injury, and he wanted to get some revenge.
I don't think it's necessarily revenge. Djokovic actually did whatever he could. He did whatever he could that day. It wasn't necessarily revenge. Zverev pretty much came out after the game and said Djokovic is a warrior. He basically stood up for Djokovic. He basically defended Djokovic. It wasn't really like, it's not really like a revenge tour for Djokovic against Zverev. I don't think it's because they both have respect for each other. It's not really like they hate each other, whatever it is. It's more to do with who'll come out on top. Like who's gonna avenge what happened in Australia. And let's see, it might be a better match. It might not be a better match. We shall see. But let's actually recap this week before we get into the quarterfinal matches. What do you think has been the most standout so far? Who do you think has been the most standout? What do you think has been like the biggest, upset, disappointment, and what's been the biggest? What do you call it? You guys remember this one? What's been the biggest
surprise, biggest shock?
Sort of surprise, sort of like surprise package. Yeah, surprise package. Yeah, cool. Surprise
package. I'd probably say Draper today, being a top 5 player. That's and also Fritz losing first round to Altmaier. Those are the 2 main ones I can think of.
Taylor Fritz is a very, very competitive player. I'm surprised he even lost. I thought he'd be in the. He's not
a clay courter.
Exactly.
Sorry.
He's not a clay court player. He's not very good on clay.
People with big serves, like a Berrettini, like a Fritz, for example, clay court is not their forte. Wimbledon is where you'll see them excel more.
No, Berrettini, yeah, he's good on clay because he grew up on clay.
Where's
but Cam, when you compare,
he's injured at the moment again.
But a Berrettini,
apparently, I think he'll be back next week for the grass. I think, or the week after.
Hopefully, he doesn't do grass, and he's just playing on the grass.
So, I remember Berrettini very, very well from that Wimbledon final 2022. Sorry, 2021.
21.
Yeah.
That was. an unbelievable.
2022 was Nick Kyrgios. Let's not forget Nick Kyrgios.
Iconic, man. Unforgettable.
He was up a set as well. Nick Kyrgios was up a set as well.
He was wearing the Jordans, right? Didn't he wear the Jordans on center court?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Nick
Trailblazer, history maker.
He was actually up a set. He was actually up set 1 as well, Kyrgios. So.
But Ekevin, that's what Djokovic does, right? He gives you false hope. He gives you the first set, then he overturns the set back, and then wins by a couple.
Well, in the semi-finals, Norrie won the first set, and then Djokovic won in 4 sets.
Actually, Djokovic that year lost the first lost 2 sets in the opening round. I think, if I'm not mistaken. It was in one of the rounds where he lost the set. No, don't worry about that. He lost.
I pulled a U on Sarcasm City.
Yeah. I had to set my alarm because in case I missed the call-in show or whatever it is. But anyways.
You and me both. I did it for this show.
But anyways, I guess, over to you. What's been your biggest, surprise package? What's been your biggest disappointment and, sort of upset this week? Like, who's been the most standout to you? Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Standout.
I think the biggest person who's upset is Cam because he's talked so much shit and trash about the British players, Norrie and Draper, and look, they're nowhere to be seen. So Cam is the one who's the biggest upset. In terms of standout players, yeah, I agree. I think it has to be the top players, right? Also, Djokovic's, your Alcaraz's, your Sinners, your Sasha's, no doubt about that. But I would add Lorenzo Musetti. Lorenzo Musetti is also a good shout. He's regaining rhythm. And Francis Tiafoe. Tiafoe is not a clay court player. You look at Tiafoe throughout this clay swing. He has lost early on. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think the last tournament he played, he lost to Roberto Bautista. Good. So, Francis Tiafoe is not your traditional, conventional, competent player on clay. So those are the players I think that have been surprises for sure. And I think the first match of the quarters is Tiafoe versus Musetti, right, Cam?
Yeah. Yeah, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, local time.
Great. And I think we would all expect Musetti to be the favorite for that, right?
Well, Tiafoe hasn't lost a set yet this tournament.
So hasn't Djokovic.
But
Sinner.
At the same time, you look at the opponents Tiafoe loses to in his previous tournaments. When push comes to shove and he faces someone of his similar caliber, he always folds rather than succeeds, right? Whereas with Musetti, you look at Musetti at the clay swing, he has been close to perfect, right? The only person he's lost to is Carlos Alcaraz and your British boy, Jack Draper, right? So Musetti is a man to watch out for.
I don't know. Tiafoe's been playing very well. I've been very surprised by how well he's been playing this week. His last 4 games or whatever. Apparently, he was training and he got really frustrated in practice, so he broke a racket, let all the anger out, and that's why he's been playing so well since. So that's what I've heard, anyway.
That's more rackets broken than Rafa Nadal.
Nadal's never broken the racket.
Exactly.
It's a shame we don't have Nadal. It's a shame we don't have him
But
there.
no, it's not a shame because we know he would go on and win the bloody title.
Not anymore, man.
To have a figure like Nadal there is sad. Like it's not there. It's sad. Like you need a figure like Nadal there. Like it's what Roland Garros needs. It's what everyone wants. It's what gets the most views. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like it's what's most watched. Nadal's game is the most watched in Roland Garros. Everything Wimbledon, Australian Open, whatever it is, Djokovic is there, and Federer, you name the rest. Like he gets the numbers anyways. But anyways, as I was saying, like.
I love. Sorry, can I interrupt? Ekevin, I love that you said Djokovic, Nadal, Federer, and the rest. That's exactly how you're supposed to say it, Cam. Not add Andy Murray into that picture, bro. It's the big 3 for a reason. Good job.
It should have been Andy Murray. I'll be honest. It should have been Andy Murray with the injuries that he had. It was unfortunate that what could have should have been.
But he's not on that level. Alcaraz has more slams than Andy Murray.
Almost as many as Andy Murray.
No, he does have more than Andy Murray.
Or as many.
Because he's won 4 games.
Andy has 3. In my opinion, Andy Murray is massively underachieved in his career. Massively underachieved. Like he should have won a lot more. Obviously, he had to come up against my goat, so it's unfortunate when you come up against Djokovic in the
3
final.
goats.
Oh yeah, well I'm talking about in the finals. In the recent finals that I've watched him play, it was against Djokovic and he got smoked. So sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it's just when you come up against guys like Djokovic, Nadal, Federer,
What about poor Stan Wawrinka here?
Well, Stan Wawrinka had his time. I think he definitely had his time. I know he's beaten Djokovic in the final before, but that was in the U.S. Right? And obviously Djokovic is he's not very strong in the U.S. Open. He's not
French Open too.
well.
Did he beat Djokovic?
If Djokovic wins his Roland Garros, he's about to equal his U.S. Open Slam title count. He's actually about to if he wins this year, he'll be on 4 Roland Garros, whereas he's already on 4 U.S. Open titles. Right? He'll be on
Djokovic ain't winning the French Open.
Don't rule him out. Never rule out the greatest of all time, especially when he's in this rhythm. As Ekman said, he's not dropped a set, and there's a reason he's not dropped a set. And like I said in the preview, if Djokovic is to win this Grand Slam, he has to cruise through the opening rounds. And Ekman, is he doing that? I think he is.
He has been.
But he's got a very, very tough task on his hands in the quarterfinals against Zverev. Very tough task.
Of course, we'll preview that in a bit. But anyways, back to this week. I'm surprised that Bublik's even there where he is right now. I'm surprised that Bublik is in the quarterfinals. He should be.
I blame Dimonor. I blame Dimonor for bottling a 2-set lead.
I blame Cameron Vaziri for jinxing Draper.
Bro, Cameron Norrie, yeah.
He's a top 5 player.
Should have won that final set, right? He should have won this the 4th set. Am I correct? The 4th set.
You mean Draper, not Norrie?
Sorry, Cameron Norrie. I mean Draper. Yes, Jack Draper. Yes, Jack Draper should have won that 4th set. The guy was up 15-40. 2 break points.
Yeah, but Bublik kept serving himself out of trouble.
And he hit his shot well across the court. It wasn't even like it was way across the court. He didn't even. It wasn't even close to the line. He just smashed it, bro.
Out of the 5 break points he had in that game, the only one where it was unforgivable was when he was in. No, yeah, it was into our forehand and he shanked it off his racket. He shanked it because I think if he had hit it cleanly, I think 99% sure he would have broken him. He just shanked it off the racket and he went into the sky.
And unfortunately, the only person that's broken is you, Cam, because your Brits are gone.
Don't worry, we've got Wimbledon coming up. It's fine.
Yeah. Just like Arsenal, bro. It's always Netflix and next season, bro. That's what it is for you Brits. It's Netflix and next season, right, Akavin?
Yeah, I guess so. But as a United fan, obviously, I have to wait for next season as well. Anyways,
every team does. To be fair,
every team does. Yeah, every team does. Let's go.
So Mazzetti TFO prediction. What are we saying?
We'll do predictions in a bit. We'll just get through the rest of the games as well. What's it called?
Mazzetti in 4.
Ben Shelton put up a fight against Alcaraz. I guess lost in 4.
That was a very good game. That was a very good match. The sportsmanship between them was very, very good.
But let's talk about the players that are there. Obviously, let's talk about the run of. Let's talk about Bublik first. Why not? Let's go to Bublik first. I mean, he's made an impressive run to the quarter.
Do we have to?
Well, obviously we'll have to go through. We'll have to talk about every individual player in the quarterfinals, right? We should give our plaudits. We should give our respects to everyone that's there. But how do you think he got there? Like, what's been like the main sole reason why Bublik's there? Like, what do you think he's done like in the past year? Because I've hardly seen.
I've got no idea, to be honest. I've literally don't have an answer. It's Bublik being Bublik and doing Bublik things.
I've never seen him in the quarterfinals in my life, bro. Genuinely.
It's the first time.
Really?
I think it's the first time.
The first time, yeah. I can't recall him in any quarterfinal of a slam in my life. Like,
because he made history for Kazakhstan.
No, he's from Kazakhstan. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, he changed nationality in 2015 or 16 from Russian.
Okay. But anyways, yeah, we can do predictions if you'd like to. We can do predictions.
No, but the drop shots he played against Draper today, I think he played about 30 drop shots, over 30 drop shots. I think about 15, 16 of them were winners.
But anyways, let's get through it. Alcaraz, let's talk about him. Obviously, he is where he is right now in the quarterfinals, as expected. as expected. Let's be honest. It was expected to see him there. Obviously, his run was against. It was against
Marajan.
Ben Shelton. His run was against
Jumir and Marajan.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get through this.
Yeah, Alcaraz has been, as usual, as you
yeah.
expect, exceptional and very clutch.
Last
He is
but not
probably the most complete player in terms of pure ability at this Roland Garros. He is your defending champion for a reason, and Channel Slam is his. It's his for the grabs, right? Because he is the favorite, he is the defending champion, and that man, in terms of pure ability, is on a different level on this surface. So no surprise to see him here. And I cannot wait to watch Djokovic versus Alcaraz, because that, as it always has been, is cinema.
Well, you think that's not going to be the final? Alcaraz against Djokovic?
Yeah, why not? They're the two best on the surface, in my opinion. Yeah.
Hang on. Can I just want to make. So you think Djokovic is the favorite against Zverev?
Yeah,
I will. Yes, he is the favorite. Yeah. Absolutely, he is the favorite. Yeah. Whether he wins or not is a different question, but he's the 100% the favorite, man.
Okay, no okay. So it's Sinner and Djokovic.
You're picking 0 Grand Slams over 24 Grand Slams.
Oh, okay. So semi-final, Sinner against Djokovic, world number 1 against Djokovic. You're giving Djokovic the edge there as well.
Well, yeah, because look at Roger's prime. Roger faced Rafa on the surface. Roger was world number 1 for 5 years in a row. He got.
But Sinner's played unbelievably well for the last one since he's come back.
Congratulations. This isn't hardcore, man. This is clay. And I get it. He's played well on the clay as well, sure. But this is Djokovic. This is arguably a top 3 greatest clay player ever. After Rafa and Bjorn Borg. It's probably Djokovic who's in 3rd. So, yeah. And you're talking about Djokovic who's fit. Djokovic who just won in Paris not even 12 months ago, okay? In July of last year. And
but Sinner's only lost 1 game, and that was against Alcaraz this year.
Congratulations. You can lose 1 game, but you're not playing games with Djokovic. He's in a different universe, man.
I can go to court. Like, he seems to be his go-to place because I know he didn't win the French Open last year, but he won his very, very first he won his very first Olympics, and that's probably the biggest statement, because you know why? Everyone was saying, "Oh, where's your Olympics? Where's your gold medal?" He's got the gold medal. So he's completed the whole slam. He's completed the set. He's won every single tournament there is in tennis, potentially. I think he won Eastbourne as well, if I'm not correct.
Who?
He's won every major tournament there is to win, and twice.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, big up to you, Roger. Yeah, big up to you, man. Yeah, twice, bro. Obviously, I forgot to mention that I was coming back for the tennis stream later. It was depending on what time I had to get these guys ready, obviously, for the tournament. I think it was just after the center match, but obviously it was a bit slightly delayed with me. But these guys are here, so we're here to talk tennis. But anyways, tennis is one of our favorite
great
sports.
Sport.
It's a lovely sport, so we're here to talk. So Alcaraz is up against, what's it called?
Tommy Paul.
I'm going with
a Tommy Paul with an injury, I should add.
Yeah, Alcaraz in 4 at best.
I think it's good potential for a 5-setter.
With an injury.
But Tommy Paul's been playing very, very well. I just have a weird feeling because Alcaraz keeps playing very oddly against these not top players, if you like.
You know what, Cam?
Muller, he's played against. Sorry, go on, Gus. Continue.
I actually agree with you, Cam. That's a rare agreement between me and you here. I actually agree with you. Instinctively, for some fucking reason, I believe that Tommy Paul can drag Alcaraz to the dead end. I think he can do it. I don't think he'll win. I think he can drag Alcaraz for sure. But Alcaraz will definitely win. I don't see any other
Oh,
possibilities.
Because I just remember the Wimbledon quarter-final they played last year, and Paul took the first set before Alcaraz came back. That's playing in my mind a little bit.
But remember, Cam, as we said, clay and grass, the elo, the speed is completely different. They're on the polar ends.
Very familiar name as well, Karen Khachanov.
Really? Yeah, he's an Olympic bronze medalist. No, yes, Cam. Silver.
Another one, popular as well. Another familiar name, and he played against who's the other one that he played? He played five. He played four. I must have forgot one more. Martin Fucsovic.
Also a familiar name.
Very familiar names, bro. Cam. Like yes, we can say that they've not been the best, but they're very familiar names, and they have been in tennis for quite some time now. So, credit to Tommy Paul, he's got there. He's been a very underrated shout. I'd say a very dark horse in the last tournaments. I've seen him do his thing. Like he's been given honorable mentions. He's been given his plaudits. Obviously, he's been in quarterfinals. He's been in late in Grand Slams. He's been there before. He's fair enough. Like he's actually done his thing. But against Alcaraz, like I'm sorry, I just don't see a way of him getting past Alcaraz. I just respectfully four sets at the bare maximum. If that makes sense. I think maximum.
I'll probably go Alcaraz in 4, but I do see this potentially going to 5, so I wouldn't be surprised if it went 5. So I'll probably go Alcaraz in. Well, I will go Alcaraz in 4, but this has potentially got 5 in it as well.
Everyone, stop for 1 second. I can't believe my eyes. I think my eyes are deceiving me. Joshua Risbro has just had a W of a comment, and he's 100% right.
Wait, is that his last name? Risbro.
Yeah, he's the Rizzler for a reason, bro. He and John Goebel. They rizzling everyone up, right, Kevin?
Hey, where is Josh?
Where is he? How can Djokovic get relegated?
It doesn't matter, bro.
Maybe he's eliminated, but anyways.
Dude, it doesn't matter. After Josh calling you a disgrace, he's right. You've let down your nation.
Cam's what'd you call Andy Murray fan?
No. Ekman, Cam's like a British nationalist when it comes to tennis, bro. He's like your ultra nationalist, bro.
I support all the British players. I don't care about anyone else.
And Cam, can you tell me how many British players are in the quarterfinals in the men's side? How many are they? Can you tell me the number?
How many men? Well, I can tell you that. I can give you a very good number. There is
how many British men specifically?
There's 5. There's 5.
5 British men. Wow. So
in the men's doubles. In the men's doubles.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Josh, where are you,
man? Sneaky, sleazy Cam.
Josh, where are you, man? Pull up to the stream.
Yeah, man. Pull up, bro. Literally, do some pull-ups on stream as well while you're at it.
Take some tennis lessons from Cameron Vaziri, bro. You know what I mean?
Come on, bro. Cumdog Vagineri is spilling us with his glory and greatness, right? That's what he's doing. Joshua Risbro, get on the stream right now, man. This isn't an ask. This is a command, man.
Yes, John Goble will get onto the stream. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I don't think he knows anything about tennis.
Well, he should. Well, tell him to watch tennis because tennis is a lovely sport.
Yeah, he doesn't watch tennis. All he watches is football, and he only plays golf for some reason. Strange human.
Golf? I never knew that. That's
well, apparently so.
Hey, he's sending a list. Hey, come on, Ekman, do it. Get this man on this stream.
Go to Cameron's room, bro. You know what I'm trying to say?
They're not in the same room, unfortunately. They broke up. They split.
That's sad.
No more couple.
Breaking up.
Yeah, because one had standards, the other didn't. I won't say which one did.
I wonder who.
I do.
But anyways, predictions for Alcaraz versus Tommy Paul.
Alcaraz. I'm going to go Alcaraz in 4, but it's potentially got 5 in it.
I got 4. Alcaraz in 4, easy. Or 3 or 4. I said 3 or 4.
I got Alcaraz in 3 because Tommy Paul's injured. Alcaraz, rich vein of form, but it would not surprise me if they went the distance.
I just think Alcaraz's his fitness is way too much, and his level of tennis is way too much for Tommy Paul. Like, credit to Tommy Paul for getting there. Credit to him for getting there, but I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I would love for him to win, like just for the sake of it, but don't see it.
To be honest, I just want a 5-setter. It's a penultimate night session as well, so we may as well have a 5-setter.
Nah, he's still got a few. He's still got a few years.
How many years does Djokovic have left? Is he? Well, apparently he wants to defend his gold medal at the next Olympics, so he's probably got another 4 years left in him.
Stop, Cam. Did he actually say that?
He said that. Apparently, I'm pretty sure. I saw a no. I didn't. I saw another player said about. I saw someone said that. I'm pretty sure I heard him say that.
I think Djokovic goes next year, but
yeah, I don't think he's. Dude,
if he wants to go to the next Olympics, I don't blame him.
Hang on, you carry on talking. I'll try and find the quote, the exact quote. 1 second.
No, I've seen something similar, but anyway,
I highly doubt it. Djokovic has won everything. King. Put into context, no tennis player has ever won every single major tournament. Djokovic has done it not once, but twice. He just won the only thing eluding him.
Yeah, I swear he's won more slams over the age of 30 than he has at the age of 25. He's won more slams above the age of 30.
That's a great perspective again. But yeah, there's no incentive for him to stay.
People talk about prime ages being 28, 27, but this guy's been doing it at 30, 32, 33, 34.
I think he really wants Jimmy Connors' record, though.
What, 2 Olympic gold medals?
No, Jimmy Connors is 109 titles overall in tennis.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
250s and 500s.
I don't think he necessarily has to get there, but he can.
Or at least he takes. He wants Federer's 104.
No. Djokovic, Novak. If you're listening to this beautiful channel, these 3 beautiful men, please just give Roger some record, man. Can we take something away, like Wimbledon and the 104?
Have the U.S. Open and Wimbledon, bro. But until Djokovic breaks that, it's what it is.
Yeah, but it's nice to wake up every morning knowing that Federer has the most titles among anyone in the 21st century. It's just nice waking up knowing that. Like, I can wake up with a smile on my face. You know, that Swiss, beautiful, elegant man leads in that stat.
Swiss.
Do you remember the score of Federer's last set he played in his professional singles career?
Cam, you're a British tennis fan. You have no representation among 8 players.
I think he got bageled 6-love by Hubert Hurkacz at Wimbledon in his last ever professional set.
No. Cam, he got bageled. You just speak waffle, bro. I'd rather be bageled than waffle, bro. Because all you do is waffle, bro.
No, I do love having a waffle. To be honest, yeah, I do like my waffles.
Nah, a pancake is better. Although what we had,
pancake is clear. Pancake is clear.
Yo, Ekman, have you ever been to Middle Home? Oh shit, we're on the stream.
Sorry. Oh no. I have. I don't eat their pancakes.
Really, it's the best pancake in human history. I will stand by that against anyone.
Do they do Costa coffee over there?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
There should be though. I mean, there should be.
Ekman, how do you know about Costa coffee?
It's been around for a long time, bro. It's been around for a long time. My parents have been Costa coffee in the UK. They've been
right.
Yo, Cam, AN Sports is global, man. Ekman knows what's happening in the UK, right? He knows here.
I don't know what's going on in the UK, but listen, it is what it is. There will be something going on in the UK in the next month, though. Wimbledon. So we'll be there to talk about it, people. Tune into AN Sports. Anyways,
the grass course season starts next week. Well, it's already started this week, actually.
What's next? Is it Eastbourne?
Well, it's Women's Queens. The first edition of Women's Queens next week.
Who's playing Queens this year? Who's playing Queens this year?
Oh, loads of the top players.
Only women's team, yeah? Only women's games are playing, yeah?
Sorry?
Only the women's are playing Queens, right, this year?
Well, we've got Pegula, Rybakina, Raducanu, Bolter, Kasatkina. I could go on.
But who's is there the men's side of tennis for the Queens, or it's just women's side of tennis?
No, men's the week after.
Yeah. So it's okay. Cool.
It's a new addition to the calendar this year.
I need to see Djokovic in that. I need to see him playing that Queens. I need to see.
Has Djokovic ever played Queens? I'm trying to think.
I don't think so. He's played Eastbourne and he's won it before in 2017. He won that in 2017. I remember that. He won Eastbourne in 2017.
Who won Wimbledon in 2017, guys? I wonder who won Wimbledon in 2017.
Wimbledon in 2022, guys.
Andy Murray.
Yo, Cameron, bro doesn't need drugs to say the wrong answer. He just is. Cam.
Anyways, next we're gonna go to Lorenzo Musetti versus Francis Tiafoe. Cam, I'll let you talk about both players and the runs.
Again, I feel like this has the potential for going 5 sets, because obviously Tiafoe's been playing extremely well, and Musetti has been playing very well on the clay as well, and he's only lost to a couple of players on the clay this year. So, if we look at it from one way, I think Musetti prefers playing on this surface more than Tiafoe, and I think Musetti being the higher ranked player, I think it's going to be in his comfort zone, and I think he's going to be more comfortable playing Tiafoe. So I probably will go Musetti, but Musetti probably in 5, maybe 4, maybe even in straight. It depends. The first set will be definitely key to this match. The first set, whoever wins the first set will be very key, especially when they're playing in the afternoon, where the temperature is going to be probably quite hot, and the balls are going to ping through the court much quicker as well because of the. I don't know what the forecast is for tomorrow. I haven't checked, but forecast for Paris, obviously. But if it's really hot and sunny, it's going to definitely fall into Musetti's hands.
Garcia?
I agree with Cam. Unfortunately, he's right. I would put Musetti as favorite, but of course, it has the potential to go the distance just because that man, Francis Tiafoe, as Cam pointed out, has been very robust. He has been relentless. He has been ruthless so far at Roland Garros. But like I said, throughout this clay season, when he faces someone of his credentials, he seems to fall. So I would expect Musetti, who's in form, who has a rich vein of confidence, to prevail. Also, Musetti just has more experience and exposure on clay court, being a European, whereas Tiafoe, for example, is obviously American, and Americans don't play on clay as much. So I would pick Musetti to win. Absolutely. I'd pick Musetti in 4.
I was just going to say, up until the third set yesterday against Alkmaar, Tiafoe had only lost his serve once up until that point, because I think he got broken 2 or 3 times in the third set yesterday. But up until that point, he'd only be broken once. So if he holds his serve, which he possibly can do, we could be looking at a few tie breaks as well in the match tomorrow. So it could play into. It could fall into either player's hand. That first set will be key. I think it will be very, very key.
I'm probably gonna go with Musetti in 4. I think Musetti in 4. That should be in 4 sets. I think that's what I think will happen, because I'm more leaning towards. Obviously, Musetti, I've seen him play before plenty of times. I watched him play Djokovic in that 2021 clash when
Tiafoe has the head-to-head 4-3.
But Cam, can I ask you how many of those matches did Tiafoe win on clay?
I was about to say it's 1-1 on no, it's 1-1 on clay.
Wow.
Okay.
When did Tiafoe beat Musetti on clay?
In 2020 on a challenger in Parma in Italy, actually. He beat Musetti in 3 sets, and then Musetti beat him in Rome 2 years ago in 3. So this could definitely go 5 sets.
But Cam, context is required, because 2020 Musetti was young, he was blossoming. Tiafoe had already been experienced by then. Challenger Tour is not the main tour, so Musetti does have the edge, confidence-wise and game-wise. I would say so, at least. But
I think Musetti's the better player in my opinion. If you ask me, I just think.
But every time they've played, other than one time, which was their last meeting, they've always gone to five sets. Well, actually 2 times, but one of the times Musetti retired. But it's definitely they're both going to win a set, I think. It could go 5. Oh, well, actually, I'm going to go Musetti in 5.
My most recent memory of Musetti was when he played Djokovic in that 2021 clash, like that thriller where he was up 2 sets, and then Djokovic had to come back, and Djokovic came back from 2 sets down to win. So
They played again last year and it finished about 3 o'clock in the morning local time.
Which one? Which game?
Djokovic against Mazzetti. Djokovic-Mazzetti last year as well. It finished at 3:06 local time in the morning.
Which tournament was it? I forgot. Which tournament?
Roland Garros. Roland Garros. It was Roland Garros.
3 a.m. local time in Paris.
Yes, 3 a.m. Paris time and 2 a.m. UK time.
But don't they have like a curfew time? Like for example,
No, not in Paris. Not in Paris.
Okay.
It was on the day of the champion. It was on the day of the Champions League final last year between Real Madrid and Dortmund, I believe.
Yo, Ekevin, they don't sleep in Paris, man. You saw what they did after the Champions League final, bro. They're up all night, man. 25-7, bro. Parisians.
Trying to copy New York, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro.
The European city that never. The European
city. Except one of those cities actually won a championship this year. New York, you didn't.
Yeah.
Exactly. I had to add that in. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry. You can take Carl Anthony Towns. You can take the diva. Great player, funny guy, right? But that's all you'll take. That's it. And everybody else will get a ring.
Hold that, Knicks. You beat an injured Celtics in the quarterfinals. You beat injured Boston Celtics in the quarterfinals, and you're out here celebrating like you won a championship. Well, you've not won a championship for donkey's years. So hold that. Anyways, I'm probably gonna say Musetti in 4 or 5. Yeah, Musetti in 4. I think he'll win in 4 sets. I think TFO's a good player, but he doesn't have enough compared to Musetti's quality. I think Musetti has it in him to get to the semifinals. I think he'll be there. I'm gonna go Musetti in 4. Gussie, what do you think?
Yes, I agree. Musetti in 4. Hell yeah.
Next up,
Musetti in 5.
Okay. Next up, we got Jannik Sinner versus Alexander Bublik. We just watched the Bublik versus.
The party pooper.
Yeah.
No. He's igniting the party for everyone except if you're British. Like
we just watched the Jack Draper versus Tommy. I meant Bublik.
Game. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Auguste, I'll go you first on this one.
Yeah, as Cam said, Jannik Sinner is in a rich vein of form, and like I've said at the top of the show, Djokovic, Sinner, Alcaraz, and Sasha, but particularly the first 3, they're in a league of their own. And as much as Bublik is a party pooper to some, or a party igniter for others like myself, starting that party here, I do think Sinner will win. I think Sinner will win 3 or 4 because the golfing class stands out for itself. As Cam said, Sinner is in a very good, rich vein of form since returning from his doping scandal. And I see no reason why Sinner should stumble here when his game is just overall technically better and mentally superior. So Sinner in 3.
After what I saw today against Draper, I think Bublik will win this one in 4 sets. I'm not joking. If he plays like he did against Draper, who can stop this guy?
Against Sinner?
Yeah. Who cares? Who cares who he's playing?
Wow.
I'm not joking. If he plays like he did against Draper, what I saw today if he keeps that level up, which he can, if he plays those drop shots, I don't think Sinner has a chance. Because that Bublik game is very similar to the Alcaraz game. Very similar. And Sinner does not like playing Alcaraz. I think the game is very similar there. Bublik wins this match.
Okay. So
that's what I think, anyway.
Do you think Bublik could beat Jannik Sinner?
Definitely. He's beaten him before as well. Bublik's beaten Sinner before.
Before the, the allegation? Before that, right?
Before?
The allegations.
What, you mean before the doping ban?
Yeah. Before the doping allegation and the doping ban.
Well, yes, but I'm just double checking if they've ever played on clay. Oh no, hang on. Oh no, sorry. The only time Bublik beat Sinner was a retirement from Sinner in Halle on the grass. I don't think that actually counts.
No, I mean, we'll give him the win, but there's a golfing class, and Jannik is on top, and I'm picking my man Jannik.
Fine, I'll go. I
No,
just
big
it's
Bublik,
really,
man. Come on. Put your money where your mouth is, Cam. You've been talking up
it's just
Bublik. You gotta stick by it.
it's just really boring watching Yannick Sinner play tennis now. It's just really boring because you know he's going to win like 6-love, 6-1 or something like that. It's just really boring. I just don't
He's
like
like,
watching it at the moment.
for those who watch the NBA, Sinner is like Shea. He's like exactly like SGA. Very fucking good player. No doubt MVP caliber.
Or he's
player.
like, or you say he's like he's like Eager from last year when she kept out dishing 6-1, 6-loves to everyone until this year.
Yeah, that's a good comparison for sure, as well.
Well, because Eager last year kept basically wiping everyone off the court. 6-love, 6-1 or 6-2.
Yeah, but that's Iga. Iga does that at Roland Garros as her bread and butter. No pun intended. With the food.
Yeah, I'm just bored of watching Sinner, so I just want him to go out so we got some freshness. So I'm just going to say Bublik just for. I know Sinner's going to win, but I'm just going to go Bublik. Maybe in 5-3. I don't know. Just Bublik. Please, Bublik. Knock him out.
In 3. I have nothing much to say about
Yeah,
it.
I'm on your side, man. Sinner in 3.
I ain't even going to preview this. This is like a dead rubber game. Honestly, Sinner in 3. Like he's
dead rubber game. We're going to come back and preview these the semi-finals, the final, and I'm going to be right here, Bublik.
I hope you're right for tennis purposes.
I am, as that says, the tennis expert. So I think I know what I'm saying.
Sign, Cam. You can't even fucking point at the right sign, bro.
Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm right. It's the right way, no?
No. You're pointing at your fucking wall, man.
No, it's the sign's there.
Nope.
Or is it the other way?
It doesn't matter, Cam. That's why you're not an expert, man. You have to ask the actual expert for help on where to point. That's why.
Yours says I'm back. Back from where? Back from the dead.
Exactly, man. I'm basically close to the dead. Ekman, that's 40,001. If you know, you know. 40,001.
If a lot of the people in my chat keep asking, "Where's Augustia? Where's Augustia? Where's Augustia?" It's his subtitle. He's back.
Yeah, they should know I'm back. Yeah, because I had my absence. Both know what I was going through.
They're really Augustia. They're very worried about you. They thought you were dead.
Well, good. Don't worry. I'm not a clone. I'm real, and I'm back.
No. You are a clone.
Shit, am
I? Ain't gonna preview this. There's no point in talking about this game. It's gonna be Sinner in 3. Like
no, it's not. It's gonna be Bublik. You've heard it here first. Clip me up. Someone clip me up and put this on Instagram. Clip me up, someone. This is Bublik's time. He's gonna win the tournament. He's gonna be a Grand Slam winner.
Might be.
Bro, Cam, you sound like the guy that said, what's his name? I forgot his name. Like, you will know for sure. The Sadio Mane is the best player in the world.
Oh.
What's his name?
James Redmond.
Yeah, Cam sounds exactly like that, except infinitely more diluted. That's what he sounds like. Sorry, but I like.
Bublik's gonna win. Bublik's gonna win. Come on, Sasha Bublik.
Bublik would be great to see Bublik win for tennis purposes, just for entertainment purposes. But I think Sinner's gonna win in 3. I just think he'll have a bit too much. Obviously, maybe some substances. We don't know if he's taken some before the game, but we'll see. Anyways,
that's diabolical, but sure.
I gotta throw some. I do have to throw some.
Actually, here's what I have to say: Bublik, Sputnik, Rublev. It don't matter. Sinner in 3.
Sorry, say that again.
Bublik, Sputnik, and Rublev. It don't matter. Sinner in 3.
Okay, man's trying to be the B-Tech version of Shannon Sharp.
B-Tech? I'm the upgrade, man. I'm still on air. He's not on air, bro.
What do you mean he's on air?
He's not on ESPN anymore, right? I am still on this channel.
Well, he's on Edge.
As my guy Aaron said, shout out to Aaron Sakaya, yeah? As my guy said, Bill Bow Wow or Mr. Chow, United in 5. We lost.
That's crazy. Wait, Cam, what did you say?
He's on Edge.
He's on Edge.
Edge, yes, correct.
Okay, I don't think you know what happened, but that you actually described what happened to Shannon Sharp, why he was taken off the air. So that's actually correct here. Yes.
Anyways, we're gonna go to the next game. The game
The
that
big game.
the biggest game of the week not of the week, excuse me. The biggest game so far, in my opinion. It's got to be Zverev. And obviously I've been watching Djokovic for the whole. Ooh, someone's echoing.
It's not.
No, Cam's wearing his earphones. I think it should be okay now. Anyways, as I was saying, I've been watching Djokovic the whole week. Yeah, it's okay. No worries. It was just a one-time thing. No worries. I watched Djokovic all week. He has looked a bit shaky on serves at times, but he's dropped a few games, but he broke back, and that's the one thing that Djokovic will need to do against Zverev, break back, and that's the one thing he has been doing this whole tournament. I'll be honest with you. He's using this tournament as a using this tournament. Sorry, excuse me. I meant to say he's using his serves as a sign of weakness, but then he says, you know what, I ain't going nowhere. He hits back. Djokovic hits back. He doesn't go anywhere. I told you, Cam, I remember messaging you that day. I remember talking to you that day. I said Djokovic has done so well defending serves, and he broke back twice, and he won the whole set.
Oh, you talking about today against Norrie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, he was clinical. Oh, I just want to say he was just very clinical against Norrie today. From what I saw when they played against each other in Geneva last week, when Norrie in that second set was so good, Norrie. Norrie just couldn't find anything today. I don't know why. I don't know if he was injured or he struggled to play on the court, because in Geneva the altitude levels are a bit different to Paris as well. But he just couldn't. Djokovic was sensational today. I think that's his best performance of the tournament so far. It was just incredible.
And I just want to say, as all three of us can attest to, that's what Djokovic does. Every single Grand Slam, he grows into it. It's not what did Norrie not do, it's what Djokovic did. And Djokovic
I genuinely thought Norrie could win a set. If he plays like he did against him in Geneva last week, I thought he could win a set, even on a tiebreak. But nah, he was just too good.
Geneva versus Grand Slam Djokovic, different ball game. Djokovic ups his game when the pressure's at his highest, and nobody in sports history has ever reached the level Djokovic has.
But yeah, Djokovic being the most impressive so far. I've seen him in a long time. I think this is probably the most dominant slam run from Djokovic I've seen since Wimbledon 2022, 2020, around that 2022. You can maybe
mean last year?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say last year, because Djokovic got absolutely smoked last year at Wimbledon, and unfortunately, I don't like to remember tournaments that he's lost. I look at tournaments that he's won. He won that 2022 French Open, I think. So no, he didn't actually. I don't remember. Sorry, I don't remember.
It was Rafa, wasn't it? Rafa.
Excuse me. I meant 2021. Excuse me. I meant 2021.
That was the year he beat Rafa.
Yeah, it was the year he beat Rafa. Actually, first time
was
ever.
It
Sorry, no, second time ever. Excuse me, second time ever.
Did he beat Rafa in 5 or 4 that year?
4.
Damn,
Oh.
crazy.
4 sets. Semifinal as well. That was the first time I ever lost in a semifinal. First time ever.
Yeah, Djokovic, bro.
Well, Nadal had never lost in the first round until last year.
It was the last time. It was the first time ever Nadal's ever lost on Philippe Chatrier, right?
I believe so.
He surely lost to Robin Sobling.
No, I think Djokovic in
2015. Surely he lost to Robin Sobling. The Swedish.
Yeah, well, he lost to him. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
he lost in 5 sets as well in one of the previous years. He lost to Djokovic. It must be on Roland Garros for sure. It must be on the Philippe Chatrier for sure.
Because Rafa always plays there. He's the king of clay, right? You give the king his throne.
Yeah, but Djokovic Djokovic hasn't played all his games at Philip Chatrier. He
Which,
played
by the
in
way,
he played in the second round.
We
can
should take AN Sports to Roland Garros next year and do this outside the Rafa Nadal statue.
preach? But
So
while we're on this,
Sorry,
the Rafa Nadal what?
the Rafa Nadal statue at Roland
Okay.
Garros. We should take this over there.
Cool.
You should come over. You should come over from Thailand. You should come over to France.
We could do a tour next year, but all that will be in the works. But as of right now, let's preview this game. Alex Zverev versus Djokovic. Djokovic having a very.
Can you ask something really quickly?
Hang on, is Thailand close to Australia?
8
Or
hours.
closer than you, yeah.
8-hour flight.
Yeah. You two can go over to Australia and do the Australian Open.
No problem. We'll be with the Kangaroos.
I've actually been to Australia in the coldest part of the year.
During winter, right?
It was during it was during July that I went there. It's the coldest period of the year.
So around this time
It's
of
basically
the year.
basically their winter.
It is.
Bro, I kid you not, right? When I went to Australia, 4 p.m. is basically like 7 p.m. at night in Thailand.
Nuts, man. That must be such a vibe. Like surreal cyberpunk.
I don't like that. I'll be honest with you. I don't get many hours of sunlight. That's the sad part.
What time does the sun rise?
What I think 6 a.m., 7 a.m. When I went to the UK, right? When I went to the UK in 2013, right? I had 7 p.m. was still like 4 p.m. in Thailand. Like it wasn't like sunlight was not gone. It was like April, I think.
And that was the last time you came to the UK, 2013.
I haven't been for a long time.
Last time this man on my left or right, whichever, Agassi Bajaj came to the UK was last year, I believe.
No, Cam. I would love to say last year, but it's been 2 years nearly. End of 23.
No.
Yeah.
What?
December.
Did you guys stay together in the same place?
We didn't, but we basically did because we saw each other every day.
Oh my god! I haven't seen you for nearly a year and a half. Is that? Oh yeah, 2020. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Yeah.
It's crazy.
Because
I spent that.
Get your passports ready. You're flying next year. You're flying to Thailand next year.
And bring your deluded guy Josh to Soy Club Monaco. Okay, bring him along as well.
We will. Club Monaco.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to meet up again in real life sometime.
Yeah, 100%. Costa Coffee over here. We'll go somewhere else. What's the equivalent of Costa Coffee, Kevin?
No Costa Coffee in Thailand.
Yeah, but what is the equivalent of Costa Coffee for us? Starbucks, but they have it.
No way.
No, of course not. Starbucks is a global brand. Yeah, it's bigger. But like, what is the equivalent?
Leave Starbucks alone. Starbucks is Starbucks, man.
They're a monopoly. What is the equivalent?
Like, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Good.
That's maybe Kevin. To that maybe whenever he.
Maybe Abong Bang, I guess.
Yeah, that's a great shout. Damn, that's a great.
My dad.
You know what that is?
What? Say that again. It's like a cacao.
Or one pan.
No, I haven't heard of that. Sorry.
Love Open Pan. It is like the direct comparison, the direct parallel to Costa.
My dad owned the place.
I want you to take me to that thingy majig you shared. That big Mao.
No, not Mao. We're not the Chinese leader in the mall, but yes,
the mall. Same thing. You know which one I mean. That really gorgeous one.
Cam is Mao.
Yeah, Cam is Mao for sure. He's always Mao. It doesn't make sense, the things he says. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Cam, we will 100% take you to the Icon Siam. Do you remember the Thai tennis player's name? Sorry, Ekavin. I just want to. Cam, do you remember?
No, I don't.
No.
I remember he taught you. Remember we taught you some Thai.
Asiatique, right? That one. Thai Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
But it was also like if you don't know the name in Thai, it's Ching Chasa one. It's not like the what do you call?
No. I'm talking about the Thai tennis player. Remember the Australian Open?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Thai.
The one Medvedev played.
Yeah, exactly. And Jack and
Oh,
John both pay your asses to Bangkok as well.
Oh my God! I need to. No, hang on. I'm gonna find out what his name was. Hold fire. I'm gonna find out what his name was. 1 second.
I don't have a torch with me, man.
Wait. I'm gonna find his name. Where is his name? Where's?
About it.
Hang on. I need to type Medvedev's name in. I'll find him.
Oh, his name? Something, right?
Wait. Here we go. Found it.
Ekvin, you spent like 10 minutes teaching Cam when I left the room.
We spoke about it in the Australian Open. Yes, we gave our products to our player.
Ekvin,
who even took the lead 2-1 as well. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Ekvin, you spent like 10 minutes educating Cam when I left the room.
Kastadit Samrej.
Yeah.
Kastadit Samrej or something, whatever.
Great.
He's from Bangkok.
Well, that's where most people are from.
You don't have to emphasize the second half of Bangkok like that, Cam. It was very passionate, Ekvin, right?
That's from anyways. Well,
Ekvin, next time we'll tell Cam to say Bangkok's name in Thai, like the full name.
Bro, nah. I ain't wasting my time. Sorry, I ain't
wasting my time. I'm coming over. I need to go to that big mall place. I need to see it. I've needed to see it. It looked gorgeous.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. You next year, Cam. You will definitely be coming. You will definitely be coming. Okay,
what'd you call it? In spring break?
Well, summer.
Oh, in June, July.
Same thing.
Well, I'll probably after the World Cup. I might go to the World Cup next year.
Yeah, even I might be going to the World Cup next year. I'm thinking about it as well. I might be going to the America for
I might see you there,
bro. I'm gonna be in Boston. Hopefully.
I'm going to be making sure I watch the Iran games. That's for sure.
Manifested, Ekvin and Cam.
Anyways,
hang on. Do you both live near each other?
Not really. Well,
not as near as us, Cam, but
like in the same area, but not as near. Because Bangkok is very complicated. Like,
are you like an hour away, 2 hours, 3 hours? How long away?
No, not like that.
Without Lotte, without traffic, it is like 15 minutes, right? But there's always traffic here. Hold up, guys. I have traffic on my phone. I ordered pizza. It just came. I told you guys about that earlier. I'll get my pizza, okay? That's okay.
No yeah, keep your camera on. Keep your camera on so we can see you walking with the pizza, yeah?
Swadika.
Oh, he's gone.
Anyways, he'll be back.
Hang on, so when was the last time you saw him then in person?
Oh, I remember actually. I remember. It's probably like January, I think, because he's been busy and stuff like that. I've hardly met him, and I don't know. I think probably January. I think it was the last time.
So you've basically only seen him on the stream, like like now.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's sad.
I think he traveled for a bit as well. I think he was in Japan and stuff like that. We hardly met and stuff. His schedule was a bit busy, so yeah. No, as I was saying.
So while Gus is away, should we talk a little bit about the women's quarterfinals?
No, let's finish off the Djokovic Zverev one.
Oh, sorry, we didn't finish that. Sorry, we sidetracked. We didn't finish. I forgot we finished.
We haven't finished that one. It's been an hour. Actually.
We need to do women because the women's quite big as well.
Yeah, it is. But guys, we are an hour in. Leave a like on the video. Sub to the channel. So close to 300 subs, guys. If you guys get me there, that'd be great. I don't know if Cam's gonna start doing YouTube soon or he's gonna bring his channel back up. But if you do, leave it. Send me the link and I'll plug it in the title if you like.
Okay. I don't know if that's happening, but okay.
Same for Augusti as well. And anyways, continue about the game. Zverev is just Djokovic and Zverev, like two of the players that, you know, for me, I just think Djokovic for me is the favorite going into this game. I don't know much else to say. Like I obviously got to back my guy. Like I support Djokovic for a long time already. I was always gonna back him. Like at the end of the day, he's not dropped a single set. Neither has Zverev has Zverev dropped a set.
Oh, he's dropped a set. Yeah, I think he's dropped about 2.
So only 2 players that have not dropped a set this tournament.
Oh no, sorry, it's only lost 1 set. Sorry, he lost to dropped a set to Jesper de Jong first opening set.
Okay, but
But don't forget, he did his match earlier yesterday. Well, yesterday now. His opponent, Greek Sport, retired, so he's going to be fresh.
Yeah, he should be. But then again, it's 2 days rest, so it's the same for everyone. Anyways, I think after 2 days, it'll be ready for everyone. But anyway,
but he's had a longer rest because his match finished before Djokovic finished. So
no, I hear it. But in terms of like sets, who is the only players who have not dropped a set aside from Djokovic? It's got to be
yeah, TFO and Sinner, just those 3.
Okay, cool. But what are your thoughts in this game? For me, I've just been watching Novak for the whole tournament. He's been on fire since that final. Since he won that final, he's been on fire. He's not lost a single set. He's won 11 sets in a row now, which is crazy.
Has he?
11 sets in a row already, from when you count that final that he played in Geneva last week.
Yeah, he must have done. Yeah,
because he's played how many games?
Hang on, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 2, 6, 9, 12,
Yeah.
12. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah, he's won
11. Yeah, 11. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. 14. Sorry, I can't count.
14 sets in a row that he's won.
Yeah.
Which is crazy on clay as well. Not his weakest court, his weakest ground. It's got to be it's going to be a tough match. But what are you saying about this game? Like, what's your overall thoughts going into this game? And just give your slight preview.
I don't know. Honestly, I think with the bookies and the bookmakers, any of you people who bet out there, I think based off rankings, Zverev will be the favourite. Based off ranking, this is because Zverev is the world number 3. Yeah, he's the world number 3, and Djokovic is world number 7. But obviously, Djokovic is Djokovic, so I don't know what to expect. And Zverev has been playing well recently. I think he's been in the final. He was in the final last year. He's got a very good pedigree on the clay. He's grew up on clay. It's going to be a tough game for both of them, for sure. I like them both as well. That's the only thing. I really like watching them. I like them both. They're 2 really nice guys. I think they're good friends as well off court, Zverev and Djokovic.
They are good friends, yeah. But then again, they're not friends on the day itself. They're
Of course.
So
they've got very good banter with each other. Zverev has banter with him and saying, "When's he going to retire so I can actually win a Grand Slam, beach, and all that sort of stuff." I don't know. I'm gonna probably. Zverev's beaten him on clay before. I think I think their record on clay is 1 apiece. I'll just confirm that. Let's have a look. To confirm, 1. Hang on, that's wrong. Japan was not on the Olympic final. Was not on clay. Yes, well, Djokovic beat him at the French Open 6 years ago in straight sets. And Zverev beat him in 2017. I don't know. It's 1-1 on clay. I'm gonna go Djokovic in 5 sets.
5-set thriller you're going with? Okay.
I can only see it going. I can't see it going any other way. I genuinely think it'll be a 5-setter. I think these quarterfinals have got a few 5-setters written in them.
I'm going to go with Djokovic, and I fear this might be the game he drops his first set.
I think he will. I don't think Zverev is going to get not win a set off him.
As much as Djokovic is my favorite player, as much as he's my GOAT, and I know he can do anything possible, if he wins this game in 3 sets, he's gonna win the whole thing. I don't see a world where he can't win the whole thing now if he gets through this game in 3 sets. If he gets through this game, winning 3 straight sets, I think he's winning the whole thing. Like you argue beat your toughest.
I don't think he'd beat Alcaraz in the final if it wasn't Alcaraz Djokovic, regardless of how many sets he's dropped. Because Alcaraz is just another beast on clay at the moment.
Don't forget though, Djokovic did win against him on this court last year.
That's a good. Actually, I forgot. That's a good point. Very good point. I forgot about that. Very good point.
It was actually a game Djokovic needed to win the most as well, because it was his like bread and butter. Like it was I wouldn't say bread and butter. It was like literally the one that he was not winning. He's not ever won. The one that everyone called him out for not winning, the Olympics, and he has that now. He literally beat Alcaraz on this court twice already before. So I think there's still this pedigree there.
Hang on, the first time Alcaraz was injured after the second set.
Fair enough. But then again,
I don't look into that match too much because Alcaraz was it's pretty much his first time that far, and that was he was cramping quite a lot.
Carlos Alcaraz will beat him.
Hang on, someone said Carlos Alcaraz will beat him.
Yeah, Rajat said that. Yeah, Rajat said that. We'll see.
Hang on, Carlos Alcaraz will beat who?
Djokovic.
Djokovic. I thought they were talking about someone else.
But I'm gonna go with Djokovic in 4.
I'm gonna stick with Zverev. No, I'm not definitely not Zverev. But again, Zverev could win the match. That's the only problem.
I hope not. If Djokovic can win, I think he'll win this game because I'm confident of it. Like imagine going.
Djokovic 5 sets. I'd like to see what Agastia says.
No, he'll come back. Well, let's talk about women's actually in women's tennis.
Oh, 100%. Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to that. Can we talk about the?
My favorite player.
Right. Should we talk about the story of the tournament so far, Lois Boisson?
Sure.
Now, what a rise she's had. World number 490, beating Jessica 490 something, and beating Jessica Pegula, the 3rd seed. What a performance!
Sorry, Cam, that's a pause. That's a pause.
It's good, guys. I'm back. What pause? What crime did Cam commit?
Can we ask you for your prediction for Zverev Djokovic?
I think I hinted at it earlier, guys. By the way, for those watching, yes, I did get my pizza here. They just took it to another building. They took it to a building with a bunch of cops for some reason. I have no idea why, but I chased it down and I got it. Cam, that is an outrageous statement, Cam. Do you want to clarify? That is diabolical.
What?
You said, and I quote, "What a ride she's had there." What does that mean, Cam? What do you mean, what a ride? Like, is she going up and down? Like, what's going on? Up and down, side to side? What are you talking about, bro?
What?
Pause.
Anyways, who I think is going to win between the man with 24 Grand Slams versus the man with no Grand Slam, the man who's won every single pressure match better than anybody else in sports history versus the man who's always choked, push come to shove? Djokovic. Yeah, come on. He's fit. Like I said, the only way I see Djokovic winning this Grand Slam is if he goes to that first week unaffected. He did that. Man cruised to the fucking first week, and I think he's fit. He's fresh. He's in a rich vein of form. Just coming off a victory against Geneva, he beats Djokovic. He beats Zverev mentally, and he's of course technically. So
how many sets?
4.
I went Djokovic in 5. I think it's going to be a 5-set thriller.
Bro, Djokovic has won 14. Yeah, from Geneva, I'm counting that final, by the way. 2 sets in a row. Up until now, he's won 14 sets in a row. Straight sets. 14 straight sets in a row. Djokovic's not no machine. Bro, Raja, I understand you hate him, but I'm sorry. This tournament, he's been unreal. Age definitely catch up. Bro, get age.
Agassi, did you give Zverev any chance whatsoever to beat Djokovic?
Chance? Absolutely. Rajat is 100% right.
Because as you were getting your pizza, I was telling Ekevin that with the bookies, I would think with the bookies, the people who bet based off ranking, on world ranking, Zverev will be the favourite going into this match based off ranking. do you give him a bit of a chance?
But Cam, at the end of the day, ranking means shit when you're talking about Djokovic. He's the man that transcends the rankings.
Oh,
He's the man
yeah. I know that. I'm just saying, do you give Zverev any chance?
Chance? Everyone has a chance every time they step on the tennis court. That's a boring, lame answer, but that's the truth. Anyone can win any match. But how big of a chance? Probably 30%. Because we're talking about Djokovic, who, as Ekevin said, I haven't seen Djokovic play this good in a Grand Slam since probably the US Open that he won. Ekevin, would you agree with me?
Yeah.
In 2023. So Djokovic has rediscovered his form. He's confident. He has nothing to prove. He has nothing to lose. He's fit. He's fresh. The only halting point for Djokovic last year in the Grand Slams were fitness. He couldn't sustain his conditioning in the second week. This week, what has he done unlike last year? He has dominated through the first week. And like I said, head-to-head against Zverev, there is a reason Djokovic is his terrorist. He terrorizes Zverev for fun. And Djokovic will do that again. But I know you pointed out that they faced off at Roland at the Australian Open earlier in the year, Cam. I don't think that has any meaning because, as Ekevin said, there is so much respect between both Djokovic and Zverev.
Oh, just saying, Ekevin, that they're very good friends off court. From what I know, very good friends.
Court friends don't mean anything. It's about competing against each other. So yeah. No, I'm gonna go. But I went Djokovic in 4. You went with Djokovic in 5. I gotta say, what are you saying? Djokovic in 4 as well.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Cool. But anyways,
I think he's just enjoying his pizza.
No, he is. Big up to him. Anyways, let's move on to the women's side of tennis. What are you saying? Who's been your biggest?
I think we should talk about the amazing rise of Lois Boisson.
Okay.
Who knocked out third seed Jessica Pegula earlier? Well, about 12 hours ago.
Is she French as well?
Yeah, she's very well. Yeah, she was she's like ranked 490 in the world, if I'm not mistaken. 360. Sorry, and now she's going to be at a career high of 120. And wow, what a performance she put on against Pegula! It was from what I saw, it was just incredible. Well, I've never really heard of her. She had an ACL injury as well last year, and she was meant to play at the French Open last year, but obviously she had to get surgery on her ACL.
Yes, Bossa Blue, my guy clutching up as
Just
always.
gonna mention that
always my guy every single time.
Cam, can Iga and Coco only play in the final?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I think we're destined for that. Destiny is writing that matchup up.
But the problem is, can Iga beat Sabalenka?
Yes, exactly. I mentioned this as well, Marco. Big up to you, man. Hope you subscribed and hope you liked the video as well.
That's a good point. That's a good point, actually. His winning streak on that in Paris is quite good.
I literally said that he beat Alcaraz on this court last year in the game that matters most in the Olympics. So he has pedigree there, and I know
the most important match of his life, actually. Yeah,
exactly. And like you said, in 2 straight sets and in 2 tiebreaks as well. So yeah, it just tells you how competitive these two are. And yes, it might be 2 straight sets, but don't look at how. But don't
after he had to pull out of the French Open quarterfinals last year as well, and he came straight back for the Olympics.
Exactly, bro. And this is what I'm trying to say. Like, and he even lost Wimbledon before that as well, I think.
So, he did, yes.
To Carlitos.
So his mentality isn't.
Yeah, let's not talk about that Wimbledon final last year. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
His mentality is not insane. It's unparalleled. That's what it is. It is unparalleled. Nobody in sports history can compare to it.
Sorry, back to the women. Sorry, yeah. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yes, Iga. Does anyone, if Iga does get to the semi-finals and plays Sabalenka, but Sabalenka's got a tough game against Zheng Xingwen. But if they were to play each other, Sabalenka and Iga, do you think Iga has any chance to beat Sabalenka?
I don't know, because Iga's had her fair share of issues off the court. Obviously, with the doping allegations, with the ban and everything she's not really liked, like in terms of like just as like a.
She is on a 25-match win streak here at Roland Garros.
She's very, very hated. I'm not denying the ability of Iga Swiatek, but as a person, as an overall outside as a person outside of tennis, I'm skeptical of the personality she has. Very, very skeptical.
Iga does have a 25-match win streak, so odds are on her side, but it's going to be it'll be tough against Sabalenka if it is them in the semi-finals, to be honest.
The only thing I would say, Iga is tailored for the French Open. She is the queen of clay, respectively, and Sabalenka, on the other hand, is a big server. And which Grand Slam is the weakest for big servers? The French Open. So I think from a stylistic standpoint, I would definitely give Iga the edge. From an experience
Sabalenka hasn't lost a set, though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You're playing Iga Swiatek, who is the closest thing to Rafael.
Iga nearly got knocked out by Rebecca in the last round.
But as we've seen with all the top players, like a Djokovic, for example, they can drop sets, but they will eventually come back. It's not about what happens in the match. It's about the end result. It's about the outcome. And Iga Swiatek has done that for the overwhelming majority of her career at Roland Garros, and that's why she's the queen of clay. And she will, I think, it will be an Iga versus Coco final. And we're destined for that, I feel.
That's three really good games, bro.
You think Coco will get the final?
I think she will, yeah.
Madison Keys, Coco Golf. You obviously got.
Let's not forget, Madison Keys is on for the Canada Grand Slam.
And Aryna Sabalenka versus Qinwen Zheng as well.
That's going to be a tough game for Sabalenka.
These three games. And Zheng just won the Olympics here last year as well.
Wait, Kevin, can I interrupt? Wasn't Zheng your pick to win the whole thing?
Yeah, because she won the Olympics. She won the Olympics on this court last year.
And the last defeat for Sabalenka was against Zheng, like at Rome, the last 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, you're right. But Cam, to answer your question on Coco earlier, I do think she will make the final. She's the reigning defending champion, right? And
yeah, he got eliminated.
Like I said,
yeah, Rude lost to who did he lose to? Rude lost to bummer. Who did Rude lose to? Sugar. Rude lost to.
Shot for the Zheng is a definite shot for the final for sure. Because she, like I said, she literally won here last year on this court. So don't write Zheng off.
But I think Sabalenka will beat her. I think Sabalenka will beat Zheng in straight sets, to be honest. I think we're destined for an Iga against Sabalenka semi-final, in my opinion.
I agree, Cam. But that's what I'm saying. In the semifinals, when you're so close, those experience, that could be the edge. And Iga Swiatek is so acclimated to Roland Garros. Roland Garros is her backyard. That's what it has been for most of her career.
I wouldn't say that, because that's where she got eliminated by Zheng last year.
Yeah, but Iga Swiatek has won... Hasn't she won more Roland Garros than she's played in? As in, like, she's won more than she's lost?
Yeah.
Iga.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
Exactly. So Iga, this is her backyard. Where Sabalenka, who's a big server, her game is very big. Roland Garros is her bread and butter.
You got... Sorry, I can't even pronounce her name. What's her name? Svitolina, whatever.
Svitolina.
And you got Zheng as well. So these guys... sorry, these girls are picking up form on the court. So, I don't know. What are you saying, though?
Oh, I'm gonna go Iga in straight sets, Sabalenka in straight sets.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Zheng in 3 sets. Swiatek in 2. Madison Keys, Coco Gauff. I'm gonna go Coco Gauff in 3, and I'm gonna go with Boisson in 2 or 3.
Hang on, let me look at Madison Keys against. I think the head-to-head is on clay is a 1. Yeah, Keys beat her. I'll go Goff in 3.
Okay.
the other game, that's interesting. Boisson, the French crowd on her side against Andreeva,
Yo,
who's
Cam, that
a
was a
favorite.
neat pronunciation. I have to give you some credit there. This is a very
Who?
good pronunciation. You
For who?
on the French player.
Boisson.
Yeah, I'm not gonna attempt that. Impressive,
Louis
bro.
Jack-
Boisson.
Jack must have taught him.
Muy bien, exactly. He's getting lessons.
Well,
from
no, I do speak French. Well, just about.
Jim. No, I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna humiliate myself here.
How do you say it again?
Tu parles français? No? Tu parles français?
Louis Boisson. That's all I could say. Louis
Okay.
Boisson.
Yeah, sorry.
Easy.
Andreeva can speak a bit of French. Actually, she's trained. She's training for anyway. That's irrelevant.
Viva la
I don't know. Andreeva's one of the favourites to win the title as well. I'm going to probably say Andreeva in 3 sets, but I'd love to see Boisson get to the semi-finals. I'd love to, but I think Andreeva will have a little bit too much.
Don't write Boisson off. That's all I say.
I'm not writing. Oh, I'm not writing her off.
But yeah, let's get to the comments. Augustia predictions. You haven't given your predictions.
I will go with the Coco versus Iga final, and I think Iga will win. And in regards to the other 2 matches, I think the Sabalenka-Zheng match, I think it's going to be closer than people think. It's a nail-biter. I'm just going to pick Sabalenka on the safe side because I'll break the tiebreaker between you two. And then with the other match, I will pick the hometown hero. I'll pick
Louis Boisson.
I'm not going to try that, Cam. I'm not going to embarrass myself. We'll just
Can you just say her? Can you just say her last name, please, so we know who you're talking about?
Croissant? Yeah, I like croissant, bro. It's good food.
No, Boisson.
I had a feeling you'd say.
Yeah, it was an easy layup for me. I don't know. Cam, I'm not going to try. I don't want to disrespect her and her family. So, no.
But I think it was going to be an Iga versus Andreeva final.
There, I said it. Boisson.
But
There you go. Perfect. Great pronunciation.
Kevin, your turn.
I already gave my predictions.
Not for the pronunciation.
I already did.
Oh, you did? Oh, fair play.
Yeah. I said Boisson.
Save the best for last, then.
Yeah, but yeah, I think Andreeva will make the final. Why not?
I hear the shout. But anyways, as I was saying earlier, like players who played on this court last year at the Olympics literally have the pedigree to get to the final. So Djokovic has it, and Zheng has it as well. So don't write Zheng off. I think
the problem is, why are we taking the Olympics into consideration for the men anyway? Because at the Olympics it was best of 3 sets. This is best of 5. This is a different. This is different gravy. It's a different monster, different beast.
I hear it, but mentality and resilience is what get Djokovic over the what will get Djokovic over the line. You know what I'm trying to say?
And the pressure and the atmosphere and the arena, all different compared to at the Olympics.
Yeah, Cam. It was worse at the Olympics. For Djokovic, it was everything he worked for in his life.
Literally, bro, Cam, don't forget, Djokovic was literally under the biggest pressure to win the Olympics because it was probably his last ever Olympics.
It is.
No, he's coming back to LA.
No, well, I don't know. He would have gone back if he had lost.
I don't think he would have.
I think it would have been to go win more. And
I honestly think he'll go to LA Olympics. I don't know why. I just feel like he will.
Yeah, but Cam, it's not a bad shout. It could be like Messi, right? Messi's going to go to the World Cup next year because he's won it. No pressure.
Is he actually going?
Yeah. I think all indications suggest that he will be in the States next year.
What about Ronaldo?
Ekvin, you'll know more on that one.
The World Cup?
Yeah, CR7.
Or one last walk.
All I gotta say is, hopefully.
Oh, good.
So he's not confirmed for the World Cup next year?
Hopefully he is. And hopefully he goes. And hopefully got some haters up.
I reckon. Do you reckon there should be a tennis style World Cup somewhere?
There was.
I mean, they've tried it with the ATP Cup, right?
No.
They called the Davis Cup and the Billie Jean King Cup.
And Djokovic won the very first one as well. He won the very first one with Serbia as well.
Yeah, it's a great match.
bro, this is why. Like I've seen him do everything, man. Like genuinely. Like honestly, I've seen him do everything, man. It's just the best. I'm not old. I'm not in my 30s at all. Yeah, I'm in my young 20s. Yeah, but I've seen Djokovic do it all. So listen,
I have as well. I think we all have. I think I've seen Djokovic do everything as well.
But it's been a very good journey with Djokovic, man. As a fan, and I just seen him doing everything. It's just lovely. Like see him break that see him break that Nadal Federer record, see him win the Olympics, see him get 100 titles, see him, get what do you call, seeing him
win every major trophy.
Pretty much. I'm yet to see him win in Serbia though. That's all I'm yet to see him win in Serbia. Well, I think I must have seen it, but even then, like, forget about that.
And then he did also lose the Adria Tour, so that's his Achilles heel, right?
He still has to play the final, by the way. He still has to play the final from
in the Adria Tour.
Still has to play it.
I think Dominic Thiem was beating him, man.
Nah, he wouldn't have. It was like
100%, dude. In 2020, that was like Dominic Thiem was the outstanding player.
Which was the man on form. So
no. Dominic Thiem was the guy on form. I think it was
hadn't lost the game, bro, up until then.
Yeah, but Dominic Thiem was coming off the back of a Grand Slam final, then a Grand Slam victory. So
yeah, then again, you talk about mentality, resilience. Djokovic has it
all. Hello, Jack. If you're watching, see him on the.
Let me just get to the comments. Yeah, hold on a minute. No, I back Djokovic. Like I said, I'm backing him always. I'm gonna defend him.
So you reckon Djokovic is winning the Roland Garros?
Yes.
I'm sticking with Alcaraz.
Me too. But I'm gonna say Alcaraz Djokovic final though. That's my not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Yeah, I'll probably go with that as well. To be honest, for the women, I'm gonna go an Iga Andreeva final. I think Iga will win 4 in a row. Yeah, 4 in a row.
Hey, so you did agree with me eventually, Cam. You came to Iga.
But Iga's one of those players that gets boozed the most, though. She gets boozed the most. Iga, she gets booed the most because of her recent actions. Cam's finally used observational skills for once. Fair enough. But lads, I think we'll
Kevin, I guess you could say the crowd is so eager to boo Iga. No? Yes? Come on, guys, give me the praise. Right, I'm him. I'm your stand-up comedian, guys. Or sit-down comedian.
We're going to wrap this up now. Yeah, hit the likes, Ross. Like Ross has said, big up to you, Ross, every single time, bro. Big up to you, bro. But yeah, what do you guys got coming out? I guess we'll do the semifinal preview in 2 days. So after the semifinals have been quarterfinals have been commenced, we'll come back for the semifinals. You guys all down for that?
I think that'll be Wednesday night. Wednesday night.
So just after including the women's games as well, including the women's games, including the men's games. After all's been commenced, we'll go live talking about that.
Yeah,
love it.
Definitely. Good. And hopefully, Bublik is in the semi-finals.
And hopefully, Djokovic is there too. That's all I got.
Well,
and Cameron will be seen as the clown of the show when Bublik is out in straight sets.
Nah, Sinner's dropping a set.
Yeah. The only person dropping you.
We should keep a tally of whose predictions are right. That's all we should do.
We already know the answer to that, Cam. You're just in like the relegation zone. Like you're actually in like League 2. Kevin and I in the Premier League. Like we're competing for whose prediction is right. You're just down, bro. Different tier.
Come on. I'm not the tennis expert for no reason. I know what I'm chatting here.
I won all 4 my FPL Cup finals on last weekends.
Well, this is not FPL Cup though, is it? This is tennis stuff.
Wait, Cam, can you point to your tennis expert name? Yeah, exactly, guys. He's the expert. Look at him. He's pointing to it. He's the expert. He doesn't even know direction. He's pointing to a black screen.
So I guess
is it that way?
No, it's the other way. Actually, Cam, it's the other way.
Well, hang on. No. I need to find this out for myself. I am finding this out
Nice,
for myself. I need to.
Dude,
Sorry,
you're gonna
what-
be more confused.
What were you saying about my FPL Cups?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say anything about your FPL Cups. I just I didn't say anything. Good job. I'm coming for you next season, though.
All right, fair. Pause.
Yeah, hang on. No,
No.
sorry. It is this way. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I've been pointed the wrong way. It's the other way. It's
No,
opposite.
it's the other way.
This
Cam,
way.
it's the other way. I don't know what you're doing, bro. You're waffling, bro. Other way.
Yeah, this way. I'm the tennis expert for no. I am the tennis expert for a reason.
Is
It took you 1 hour and 35 minutes to figure out how to go left or right. Big up, bro. Bro, past year 1 of school.
I guess he's
Well
got no remote. I guess he's got no remote. He's just constant play, no pause.
I've had to put the stream on my TV so I can see what's going on.
You're just putting a clown show of yourself, Cam. You're the circus act, bro. We're the performers. You're the clown.
But anyways, Cam,
We love you. We love you.
You bring it up now.
Sorry.
You're gonna bring something up just now.
Oh no, I've got nothing to say. No, I'm all good.
Doesn't bring something up, Ekman. I don't want him to bring something up.
All right. Now we're gonna close out here, guys. So close to 85 subs. Just 2 subs away. If you guys can sub.
All I'm gonna say, I'm looking forward to the grass court season.
Yeah, same. I'm looking forward to it as well.
I prefer the grass court. I love the grass court. Favorite time of the year.
I wonder why you love the grass, Cam.
No, double length in the tournament preparing for Roland Garros. Can't rule out the gold medalist, but I can't reckon she goes out. Fair enough. It's your prediction, man. I'm gonna go against you.
You talk. I think he's talking about Zheng Xinwen there.
Damn, that was another good pronunciation. Yeah, exactly. But that's easy. Josh's light work.
But anyways, you'll see more of Josh on the Premier League review show, so we'll be back for that.
Josh and his really crap opinions. Yeah, that guy. Isn't that right, Agastia?
Yeah, don't disrespect crap opinions. It's worse than crap opinions.
Big up to you, man.
Agastia, please agree with me if I'm pointing the right way. The wrong way.
That's not me, bro. I'm other direction, Cam.
I like to.
Sorry, wrong direction. Agastia over here.
Cam, I don't just agree with you.
I like that you see NOVAK live, and I've seen that you've definitely got a chance to see all success. But yeah, no, it's great.
You know what? I'm going to go to Roland. I'm going to make if ever he needs to have. Oh, shut up, Jack.
Jack, you know the direction. Walk back into the game or something.
I'm going to make. Who does Josh support? He supports Norwich City.
Nah, he's an Arsenal fan.
No, he's not. He's a Norwich City fan. He's a loose Arsenal fan. He sort of supports them. He's not very passionate about them.
No.
I want to add, he's like one of the biggest Messi fans ever. He glazes Messi 24/7, guys. Josh loves Messi.
Bro, he literally looks like an NBA referee. So,
yo, let me pull up the NBA referee. I have to. I'm sorry. Like honestly, guys, if you've watched Josh, you can't tell a difference. They're the same person, right, Kevin?
5'7", mate. No shit.
Yeah, he's actually quite tiny, bro. I have to look down. Like my neck hurts so much.
But in terms of football, he's an Arsenal fan. Josh, we're gonna make lots of content together.
Yeah, we love Josh.
No, possibly you'll be featured next season on my channel, bro.
I'm gonna make sure I'll get to Roland Garros next year. That's what I'm gonna do.
Teams.
Who supports?
I don't support 3 teams. What are you talking about? The only team I support is Torquay United.
He's one and done. Josh, he's one and done.
No, you're not an Arsenal fan. You're a Torquay United fan.
Yeah, the biggest team in England, Torquay United. National League staff boys. They play the same colour as Al Nassr.
You know they also play the same color as Inter Milan, who got their ass whooped 5-0. So I don't know about that one.
Jacques, shut up. Go to bed.
But yeah, big up to you, Boss of Blue, man. Hopefully you'll be featured on next season as well. You're Arsenal, Torquay, and Leverkusen fan. Why? Because of Granit Xhaka.
No, because
Says Jacques himself. Jacques.
No. I don't support Leverkusen. I supported. I support Leverkusen ever since I went on a school trip there in 2018.
Nice.
I'm surprised you didn't get lost up there with your lack of direction.
You said you're gonna bring up the what do you call it?
Oh,
Referee?
Being
I'm gonna bring
a fan for 7 years.
Yeah.
Jack owns Cam in case you weren't already.
Sorry, I can't do this great face. Yo, look at this. Joshua race for everyone. Right? That's Josh, right, Cam?
Looks more like Judge Rinder.
Sorry?
Looks like a TV guy from the UK.
Wait. Did you just say Jet Winder or something?
Judge Rinder, yeah.
You too, right, Akavin?
No. Oh.
I heard him say Bridgewinder, bro.
Oh my god.
Do you remember Bridgewinder, Akavin?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you
troll.
also as well. She's really annoying. Yeah. Coco Sabalenka isn't mad at young Italian woman who won the world for Roland Garros.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I forgot to mention Jasmine Paolini got knocked out by Svitolina. That was a massive shock as well.
Count my days.
Let's take out your days.
Count my days until what? What's the threat, Josh? Another trophy this season, bro? Another season with no trophies, bro? Like,
if anyone wants to see it, man. If anyone wants to see,
I've seen a lot of famous people as well. The boss of Blue, so let's not go too far.
Anyone wants to see
Blue, you see Akavin and I every stream, bro. He sees famous people all the time. Right, Cam?
I am a famous person anyway.
If anyone wants to see the a better photo of Josh, yeah, this is a good photo of Josh. Here you go.
Yeah, everyone wears sunglasses. You can't contain the heat. Like, he's so beautiful, this picture of Josh. Right, Akavin?
Here you go.
That's crazy.
John Goebel.
Who's that? I thought it was Josh Risbro.
Joshua
Right?
Risbro.
The Rizler himself.
I'm joking. He's from Devon. Well, are you from Devon?
I am from Devon. Yes, born and raised.
Where is that? Is it outside of London or is it in?
It's in the southwest of England.
Okay.
If you look on the map, you just look towards the Cornwall area. If you know where Cornwall is.
Man, right there. Yep.
So handsome. Like, dude, Ekevin, we should wear sunglasses. Like, that heat is so contagious, bro. Like, I'm gonna die of heat, but my heart's gonna race so fast. The pound and thump.
Sun's gonna be out in a bit, and we do have to wrap up. So we're gonna close out, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Get me to 285. 2 subs away, guys. Literally 2 subs away from 285. Come on, people, get there. Like, share, subscribe. But I demo Djokovic. Let's go.
Cheerio.